Hello, my name is Fleur Rossdale and I'm so pleased to share what I'm doing with DCCI and working with the insurance industry and very much guided by Wouter van Dieren. Now, we are gathered here with many people today, which is wonderful, and many of you in this room have spent years working to protect our planet. I personally come to this work from a very, very different place. I am not a scientist and I don't work in insurance. I work in between, helping ideas move from science into everyday life. It's about communication. Through the Direct Climate Cooling Initiative, DCCI, I work with schools, scientists and communities to understand how climate risks are explained to children and young people, the people who will live with the consequences and shape their future. One thing is very clear. We already know enough about the problem. What's missing is understanding, confidence and action. This is why I wrote the Woodland Sprite Series, which is for children and adults. In the stories, the fairy sprites protect the four winds. That's because the four winds, if they lose control of the weather, which they are already doing, there's nothing to be done but landslides, disaster, floods, things that will have to be insurance claims. Alongside scientists and farmers, the narrative introduces institutions that exist to think about uncertainty and the future. And that's where insurance comes in, as quiet observers of change, asking what happens when risk is reduced rather than merely paid for. This storyline was shaped by conversations with Wouter van Dieren and developed in The Farm, my third book in the series, to imagine how science, responsibility and long-term thinking might connect in the real world. Today, I continue to work with Wouter van Dieren to explore how some of the outcomes imagined in The Farm could translate into practical action in today's climate reality. This is where DCCI comes in. DCCI works early, before damage happens. Through our school awards, young people explore real challenges like regenerative farming, as in land restoration, and climate cooling, as in different inventions that are coming through all the time. We don't just look at their answers, we look at how they think about uncertainty, responsibility and the future. That matters because risk is shaped not only by nature but by human choices. I'm not here to sell anything or to ask for funding. I'm here to see if there is shared ground. In science, education and risk-aware sectors like insurance, we can learn from each other early, before the four winds lose control. Then DCCI can be one of the bridges that helps turn imagination, foresight and responsibility into real protection. That's the conversation, and I hope we can join globally to make it happen. Thank you for listening.